Student, today we discuss about the mathematics part first of the 10th standard. The third chapter, arithmetic progression, means in Marathi, Anka Ganiti Sriti. Now this chapter asks in your examination for 8 marks. Now we have to discuss some topics of this arithmetic progression. First one is the sequence. Student, in day-to-day life, we discuss many type of the examples. Some flowers also. Now some fruits are also. Many things we have to discuss here. We know that the flower, sunflower, there is a definite sequence and arrangement of this flower here. Now the fruit is, we know that the pineapple. Now on the surface of the pineapple there is same shape, having the order also there. Now such type of examples we have to discuss in our daily life. Now we have to take the numbers which is also having a definite order and definite rules for these numbers. For example, that the natural numbers. Now the natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Now there is a different order here and also a definite rule there. So then next number is the squares of the natural numbers, cubes, etc. We have to discuss many type of the numbers here, mean that rational number, irrational numbers, real numbers, etc. Now such numbers having a different definite order and also a definite rule. Mean that this collection of the number having order also and the rule also. Now such type of the numbers are called as the sequences. Now first I have to define this sequence. The definition of sequence is a set of numbers where the number are arranged in a definite order. Mean that there is a definite order, like the natural numbers is called a sequence. Mean that the collection of numbers having definite order and definite rule also. In this also natural number there is definite rule. Mean that you have to add 1 to its preceding number. Mean that 1 plus 1 become 2. Then 2 plus 1 become 3. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. Mean that these natural numbers occurs here. Mean that there is a different rule. There is definite rule in this natural number also. So it is called as the sequences. For example, that if you take natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. This is the set of natural number. This is the example of the sequences, because these natural numbers having definite order here also and definite rule also. Suppose that we take another example is 1, then 4, then 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, etc. Now here is the definite order is also and rule is also. This is 1 square, this is 2 square, this is 4 square, this is 6 square, this is 8 square, etc. Now this having the definite rule also, mean that in 8 square is 8th position, 4 square in 4th position, mean that the position of these numbers is also fixed, having definite order also. Then even numbers, odd numbers having definite order and definite rule. Such type of the numbers are called as the sequences. Now student, we discuss about the terms in a sequences. Now terms mean that suppose that this is the sequence here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first term, this is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term. Then if 10, 10 is 10th term. Means this position of this sequence is the terms. So that the terms in sequences, in a sequence, the order term are represented as T1, T2, T3 up to Tn, up to dash dash dash. In general, the sequence is written in curly bracket. Read as sequence Tn. If the sequence is infinite, means that we cannot count it. Then such type of this sequence, for every positive integer n, there is a term Tn. Means that we call as nth term. Now, so that, for example, if you take this example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Then here is T1 is the first term is 1, T2 is 2, T3 is 3, T4 is 4 and T5 is 5. Similarly, we can write the terms of any sequences. Now here is also the order also and definite rule in this also. Now we have to take another examples to discuss about arithmetic progression. Now the examples are. Let's study the next examples here. Example first is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, etc. Now answer of such type of question is, here is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, dash dash dash. When we observe carefully, in this one, if you have add 3, then it becomes 4. In this 4, if you have to add 3, then it becomes 7. In this 7, if you add 3, then it becomes 10. If you add this 3 into this 10, we get 30. And the more next numbers is adding to this previous number by 3. Means that here is one rule here. We have to add 3, all this number we get the next numbers. Now the second one is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, etc. Now when we look carefully, the answer of this question is, this is 6, 12, then 18, 24, 30, etc. When you observe carefully, if you have to add 6, in this 6 we get 12. If you have to add 6, in this 12 we get 18. If you have to add 6, we get 24. If you add plus 6, we get 30, and the numbers so on. Means that here is, you have to add 6 to its previous terms. Here we get the next term here. Now look at here. Here is, we have to adding 6 in each digits. Observe carefully equation 3. Now when we observe here, the answer is, now this is 7 plus 0. Then again 7 plus 0. Then 7 plus 0. Means you have to add the 0 to its previous term. We get the number 777. It is called as the constant sequence. Now then observe carefully here. Here is 4, 16, 64, 254, etc. Now when we have to multiply this 4 by 4, it becomes 16. Then if you have to multiply this 16 by 4, it becomes 64. When we multiply this 64 by 4, we get that 256. Then next number is also you have to obtain by multiplying by 4. Now here is, you have to multiply each previous term by the 4 here. Then next one is minus 1, minus 1.5, minus 2, then minus 2.5, etc. Now if you have to add, here is directly here. When we add this plus minus 0.5, then we get the value here minus 1.5. Then again you have to add this minus 0.5, we get here minus 2. Then you have to add this minus 0.5, we get the number minus 2.5. Means that the next numbers you have to find by adding minus 0.5, its previous term. We get the next term. Here is, we have to add here. Now look carefully. Here is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube. Next number is 4 cube, 5 cube, etc. Now when we look all these examples here, look at the example first, second, third, and this 5. Now you have to adding the number to its previous term, we get that the next number. But when we look question number 4, you have to multiply each term by 4. We get the next terms. And here is the cube of the numbers. In such cases, in this sequence 1, 2nd, 3rd and 5, first, second, third and 5, we get the next term by adding a fixed number to the previous term. This type of sequence is called as the arithmetic progression. Means that you have to add some number to its previous term, we get that the next term. Then the first term is called as A, and the next, the common difference between these two terms is the D. Now the sequence 4 is a geometric progression because there is increasing in multiple. Then it is called as geometric progression. But our chapter is arithmetic progression. Hence we discuss the numbers only in arithmetic progression. Then look at the sequence means that neither AP nor G. Now, can you understand all these examples? Then we discuss about the definition of arithmetic progression. Let's see the next examples again. Here is first one is 100, 70, 40, 10, etc. We have to also find out the next numbers. Now, I have to take the example such way that this is suppose that 100, here is 70, 40, 10. We have to find out next number here. Student, when we observe carefully, this is the 100 plus if you have to subtract minus 30, then it becomes 70. Then from this 70, if you have to subtract minus 30, we get 40. Then from this 40, if you have to subtract minus 30, we get that 10. Then the next number is obtained by using 10 plus minus 30. It becomes how much? Minus 20 and so on. We can obtain many numbers. Now this is the sequence. You have to add minus 30. Its previous term we get the next term. When we observe this, then also this is minus 7, minus 4, minus 1, 2, etc. Now this minus 7, when we add these 3, we get minus 4. Means that you have to subtract this. We get minus 4, use the sign of bigger number. When we add this minus 4 plus 3, then it becomes minus 1. When we add plus 3 in this minus 1, we get that 2. When we add 3 plus this 2, we get the next number is 5 and so on. We can obtain the next number also. Means that you have to add these 3 to this previous term, we get the next term. When you observe carefully this example, at that time also this is the which type of the sequence? Constant sequence. Now when you have to add the 0, we get that 4. Again you have to add 4 plus 0, we get that 4. Again you have to add 4 plus 0, we get also here 4. So that such type of sequence is called as the constant sequence. Now therefore, the definition of arithmetic progression is, in the given sequence, if the difference between two consecutive terms, म्हणजे लगतच्या दोन संख्यांची वजाबाकी difference is constant, means that if the difference between two consecutive terms is constant, now the difference is 30. Here is 30, here is 30, here is also 30. This is the same. So that such type of examples is called as the arithmetic progression. Means that the difference between two consecutive terms is the constant. Then the sequence is called as the arithmetic progression. In an AP, if the first term is A, first term जर A असेल, then and the common difference is D. First term हे A ने दर्शवतात, त्याला T1 म्हणतो आपण A. त्यातला कॉमन डिफरन्स हा D ने दर्शवतात. मग दुसरा टर्म मिळेल, यामध्ये जर कॉमन डिफरन्स ऍड केला तर means that T2 plus T2 is equals to T1 plus D. T1 म्हणजे A plus D. Then T3 is obtained by T2 plus D. T2 is A plus D plus D, means that A plus 2D. T4 is obtained by T3 plus D. T3 is A plus 2D plus D, means that A plus 3D, etc. We get the sequence. Means that in this sequence, the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. Then it is called as the sequence. Okay, we see the practice set of this chapter in next period. Thank you very much.